my name is Tomomi Gariano, a certified Zentangle teacher. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This video is day 22 through 24 of GratitangleZ 2024, which is hosted by Lisa Anderson CCT, and there's a Facebook group that you can be a part of. You can post your artwork and appreciate each other's artwork. So please check it out. And this first tangle for this video is called Ensemble, and this is a Zentangle official tangle, and start with a grid. You can start with square grid, and eventually you're gonna turn this into triangles, bunch of triangles. So the easiest way is to connect corner to corner, and connecting as if this is a single line, but instead of drawing a line, what I'm doing is really connecting corner to corner of this square, these squares, and I think that's easier. So you can see my lines are not straight because my aim is to connect corner to corner. And you can end here, or you can do one more times connecting corner to corner of initial square grid, or squares, and make these triangles even smaller. And this next step is really important and makes this tangle, or give this tangle a particular look, which is to go over these lines, and when you get close to the corner, you round it. I'm sorry, my hand is covering again for a while. Sometimes I forget that I'm filming and I focus on tangling, but you can kind of sort of see that I'm not just cutting or the rounding corners, but I'm really going over each line, drawing over existing line, and then as I get closer to the corner, I round my line. So I have, in a way, I have rounded triangles, but I'm not really drawing rounded triangles. Just by going over these lines and making each corner rounded, it creates this look, because you're drawing these lines twice over. The line gets bolder, well actually 3 times over, because the initial line, and then you go one triangle, when you do the triangle next to the previous one, you're going over that line again, so you're actually drawing the lines 3 times over. So that makes these lines nice and strong, and what's happening is it's creating the look of kind of a balloon or something really squishy, squeezed inside these triangles. So that's the look that this process creates. So the tangle name Ensemble is inspired by Zeppelin balloon. So you can see these as a balloon that's squeezed into this triangular space, because you are squeezing something squishy into a shape that has narrow corners and points. It gets this kind of poofed up look. So that's the whole point of this tangle Ensemble. And I did this with as a regular ensemble, starting with grid and triangular grid, but you can make this into a crazy version, which is you start with random lines crossing each other and you ended up having sometimes triangles, sometimes squares, sometimes um, pentagon, maybe perhaps hexagon, depending on how your lines are crossing. You ended up having different shapes, different sizes, and just very random look. And I like Crazy Ensemble better, but since it's been a while that I draw traditional regular ensemble, I decided to do a regular ensemble. But if you want to try a crazy version, go ahead and have fun with crazy lines, random lines, and you may feel more relaxed. Or do you can do like what I'm doing with a grid. So whichever is fine. Both of them are ensembles. One is called ensemble and the other one is called crazy ensemble. And you can guess any grid tangle you can create crazy version by making your grid with extra lines or random lines or wonky lines. Or so when you have a grid tangle, I usually encourage my students to start your grid tangle when you are just learning the new tangle. Start with a regular grid because that's the easiest way to really understand the intent behind the tangle and how it should be done. But once you feel comfortable with regular grid, just have fun with crazy. Have fun with. I'm sorry, I keep saying crazy. Have fun with grid, and go crazy. Or just have fun, and you will discover something new, something different, and perhaps you ended up liking the regular grid version, which is fine. Sometimes I like the regular version, sometimes I like the crazy version. But it just gives you just one more way to appreciate the same tangle that you draw many times. So I'm almost done going over these lines and squeezing these balloons inside triangles. And you can leave these little spaces as they are, or you can ink in like I'm doing. It's going to be a completely different look if you ink in nicely. So this time I actually decided to ink in, but not really completely inking in. Instead of making it into really dark solid black, I'm adding some inks but still leaving some space, so lightly inking in, so it's kind of like an in-between look. So it has a little bit of lightness, but at the same time it has a little bit of drama. So even when you ink in, depending on how densely you put or how heavily you add your ink, you can create different look. And then I'm gonna go back in with my pencil, graphite pencil, and I'm gonna add a little bit of shading to those bigger inked in spaces. Instead of doing every single one, I'm just adding shading to the larger inked in space or every other one, and skipping the smaller one. I hope that makes sense. And then I'll spread this with tortillon just a little bit. And then I don't know if you can see, instead of seeing a bunch of triangles, you may start to see a kind of flower-like shape. And I decided to add a little bit of shading to the to the edge as well, to give a little more clear definition of the edge, just lightly. And then we're gonna go back in with my highlight, white charcoal, to emphasize this flower-like look. I started with grid, but as I do this, the grid started to disappear, and you can see the flower-ish shape. And you don't have to do this on every single one. Perhaps you pick few of them that you want to make it you want to make it stand out. And then as a final touch, I added little dots. You see how each layer I add, sometimes grid comes back, and sometimes the grid disappears. So have fun with shading and highlighting. And this next tangle, I don't know how you pronounce this, NoNom, I think. And this tangle is created by Juliette, and she is also a part of Washington State CZT group with me and Lisa Anderson. Well, I'm no longer living in Washington State, but I kept in touch with these wonderful ladies, and I'm a honorary member of Washington CZT group. And Juliette, she's a French CZT who lives in Washington, and she helps with French CZT groups. I think she's heavily involved in French CZT group and European CZT groups. But she is my first Zentangle teacher that I took lesson from. So I took my first ever Zentangle lesson, Zentangle 101, from her in Issaquah, Washington. It was in the art studio on the front street. She's a wonderful instructor, very sweet, giving person, and she has many beautiful tangles. She used to be an architect. She's an amazing artist as well. So this tangle, NoNom, is pretty easy, pretty straightforward. It's fun, and I think there's so much room to play with your own creativity. Maybe add more of these plongs, or perhaps add different types of orbs, maybe add bigger orbs, smaller orbs, or maybe add some colors or inked in orbs, or just have fun. This looks like a little, I don't know, makes me think of those dandelion flowers, those cotton balls. After they bloom, the dandelion has a seed and the little fuzz, and I don't know, this tangle makes me think of that, and also maybe fireworks. But anyways, I decided to add some free-flowing bubbles on orbs to fill up remaining space, and also create some sense of movement. And I'll keep my shading pretty simple. Just gonna add a little bit of shading where all the bubbles are coming together, and perhaps just a little bit of highlight outside to bring kind of fluffiness to this area. I guess I was still thinking about these dandelions when I was doing this, and I'm gonna add little dots inside each of these orbs or bubbles to bring brightness into this tangle. So this is a really cute tangle. It feels like this should be in maybe in a children's book or something, some made up plants or flower that grew in a little made up world inside a children's book. But also, this kind of sort of look like what's that? The flower, maybe like a green onion or like the garlic flower that blooms like this. So this was NoNom, and last tangle for today's video. This one also is very straightforward. You start with an orb and you continue to aura these orbs, or just start with orb, just continue to aura the initial orb. Some aura you are really closely drawing closely to the initial orb. Some aura is away from the initial orb, so it's creating like donut shape, and you can add some embellishment. I'm adding some scale like bumps. Perhaps you can add pointy scales or random waves or whatever you feel like. So I don't think there's any particular look or goals to this tangle. You just start with orb and then you continue to aura or add different element to it. So sometimes you can add different lines and even tangles inside, or so I really am not sure what this tangle is about, or is a trying to accomplish, but you just have fun. Start with an orb, just continue to create this sort of donut shape, and just follow your inspiration, follow your pen, and perhaps grab some inspiration from how other people interpreted this tangle by checking out the Facebook group. This is day 24, and this tangle is by Kelli Blouin, CCT, and according to her step out, it says make circles, add lines, dots, and bumps. I guess that's about it. So just have fun, and you don't have to watch me tangling, or if you want to continue to watch, that's great. Have fun with me, and I guess this can be a nice filler tangles too if you are combining with other tangles. And so this is part of GratitangleZ 2024. So it's almost Thanksgiving in the States, Well, in Japan, we don't really celebrate Thanksgiving. I currently live in Tokyo, Japan, but tomorrow, well, since we don't get Thanksgiving holiday, tomorrow is Sunday the 24th. I'm doing this actually on 23rd, but tomorrow, 24th, is Sunday here in Japan. And hold on, I had to take a sip of water. Sorry about that. So tomorrow I'm gonna get together with my American friends. I think there's gonna be about 20 of us are gonna celebrate Thanksgiving together. And it's our tradition, well, our family tradition to go around and look back the previous year and think about what we are grateful for. So this is November. It's almost end of 2024. We still got about a month till Christmas, but I know that this December is gonna be busy with holidays and parties and get together. So Thanksgiving is a great opportunity to look back before the end of the year to remember what we are grateful for. I'm grateful for all the people that I get to meet this year. I'm grateful for the opportunities that I had. In particular, I'm grateful that I get to go to Singapore this year for a Zentangle event. I was invited by a host, Debbie New, to Singapore to be one of the instructors for the event called Zenasti. And there's gonna be another one next year. I think it's gonna be in July. Don't think I'm gonna be able to go in person. I'm not sure yet because I have another event in July in Japan. That one is called Tangle Party in Okinawa. So that one is also overnight Zentangle event in a beautiful resort hotel in Okinawa. And you can also participate online too or watch recording. So there's gonna be 4 instructors from Japan teaching different classes. But anyways, I'm grateful for these opportunities that the opportunities to teach and learn and also to connect with others Zentangle artists from all over the world. Zentangle is a beautiful art, but also a community. It's a very communal art that we share, we get together, we learn from each other, we inspire each other, encourage each other, appreciate each other. It's such a beautiful, loving, generous community, and I'm grateful for the community. I'm grateful for the opportunities. I'm grateful for Rick and Maria for creating Zentangle in such beautiful ways. I think it's because of who they are. I think Zentangle is what it is now. And also I'm grateful for my friends, my family, and my health. I do struggle with a lot of health issues. I became CZT because so that I can share Zentangle method with people who are struggling with health issues, especially cancer communities, because I'm a cancer survivor, and I still get to volunteer with an organization called Cancer Lifeline. It's a Seattle-based organization that helps cancer patient survivors and caregivers. So I offer free class from Cancer Lifeline, maybe every other month or so. It's an online class. Before COVID, I used to teach in-person class, but after COVID, we switched to online class, and because of that, even after I moved to Japan, I've been able to continue teaching for Cancer Lifeline. So I'm grateful for them giving me opportunity to continue to serve, and I'm grateful for my health. And I also have other health issues, mainly some heart issues that I deal with for since baby. But sometimes my activities are limited because of my health. But Zentangle gives me ways to connect with the rest of the world, even when I can't be active, going out and about. Through online communities, I can connect with people from all over the world, and I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful for the technology, and I'm grateful for you watching this video and tangling with me. And I'm grateful for your comments, your like buttons, and just the fact that you are here with me, tangling with me, and appreciating Zentangle. There's so much to be grateful for. And thank you again for watching this video and tangling with me. And each stroke, each tangle, we are making this world just a little bit more beautiful place. That's what I believe. So thank you for your beautiful presence. Thank you for being who you are and being here with me. And we still have 6 more days. So next video, I'm going to cover day 25 through day 27. So I'm gonna have 2 more videos. And so if you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel. Please check out my other videos. And I did video series for Inktober every year for the last several years. And this is the first year I did GratitangleZ videos. And I may do Advent Tangle videos as well. I'm not sure. I had to look at the December schedule to see if I can keep up creating videos. But I will see you in the next video. Bye now.